Hello everyone, my guest today is a Saudi upcoming fashion designer who's willing to bring 3D printing into fashion in Saudi Arabia, Yahya Ibrahim. Yahya, can you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. My name is Yahya Ibrahim. I am Saudi, but I'm originally Chinese. I currently live in Los Angeles, and I'm a fashion designer in the making.
For those who aren't familiar with the 3D printing into fashion, what is it exactly?
So there are different types of 3D printing technology. The most popular one is by the additive manufacturing process. And basically how it works, a designer would create something using computer software, and then that computer software is going to translate that design into a language that the 3D printer is able to understand. And then that 3D printer is going to use a plastic material. Usually it's a plastic material. And it's going to heat that and melt it on top of a bed. And it's going to keep adding layers on top of layers until the whole object is complete. So 3D printing fashion works in the same way, but in two ways. The first one is that you have a large 3D printer that is able to 3D print the whole outfit in one sitting. The second one is by building smaller parts and then using those smaller parts to build a bigger or the whole outfit. Kind of similar to like Lego pieces. You have smaller pieces and then you add all these pieces together in order to build a bigger object. So 3D printing clothes using 3D printers works in a similar way.
What made you creating clothes using 3D printing technology?
So I'm studying mechanical engineering at the University of Southern California. Since I was young, I always loved to build parts. I always loved to play with Lego. I used to build robots and go into competitions when I was in high school and middle school. And so I always wanted to pursue a major that allowed me to build stuff. And mechanical engineering was definitely the major that was right for me. But on the other hand, I had a strong sense of fashion. I always read fashion magazines, followed the latest trends. So I had like two different personalities. And I thought there had to be like a median where I can combine both of them. And one day I was scrolling through the internet and I found a fashion designer that was able to 3D print clothes using 3D printers. And when I saw that, I was like, I have to do that. That's my calling. And since then, I bought like a 3D printer and I started like building outfits. And 2 years ago, I was at a club by USC and I was able to 3D print a whole outfit. And it wasn't practical at the time, but it allowed me to explore even further with 3D printing and fashion.
Then you decided to launch your fashion blog, right?
Right. So my ultimate goal is to be a fashion designer, and I felt that I need to establish credibility and reputation and let people know that I actually have like a good sense of fashion. So I was like, what's the easiest way to let people know and show them what I have? And I was like, Instagram. Everyone uses it. I use it. You use it.
Everybody does.
And it's free. So I was like, I'm gonna start doing a fashion Instagram page. So this January this year, I actually started my fashion Instagram page, and it's been working well since then.
Why did you mix fashion and food in your blog?
So my dad has a Chinese restaurant, go figure, and he opened it 10 years ago. So when I was in middle school and high school, I used to go there and work. And not to mention that my mom constantly cooks all the time, and so I used to help her in the kitchen. So both of these factors kind of fueled my passion for cooking food. And I felt that I have to incorporate it in my Instagram page because I want my Instagram page to reflect what I'm most passionate about. And that's why I kind of involved both cooking and fashion. And who doesn't love food?
What's your advice to the upcoming fashion designers and bloggers from the Middle East who want to be like you?
A few advices actually. First, if you're passionate about something, don't let other people dictate what you can and what you can't do. If you want something, go for it. Like Will Smith said in one of my favorite movies, The Pursuit of Happiness, you want something, you go get it, period. The second is that you should have a bigger purpose. So if, let's say you want to start a fashion blog or something, you should have a bigger purpose than just having it for fun. You should have it to change your community that's around you, or change the misconception that people have about Saudi Arabia or like the Arabs in general. So having that general bigger purpose is going to be beneficial to you in the long run, and it will ensure that you will not lose interest.
What next for you?
So this is my last semester at USC, so definitely want to graduate, inshallah. And after that, I want to go back to Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia right now is changing dramatically, and there's a huge rise of Saudi fashion designers, and I want to be in that movement, contributing to it as much as possible. I kind of want to establish a brand, Saudi brand, that revives the old Saudi or even Arabic clothes and fashion, and kind of modernize it, include it, and show it to the public, while introducing 3D printing technology to the field.
Your last words to our viewers in the Middle East?
Special thanks to Alarabiya News English for having me, and I want to thank my family, my friends, and all those people who supported me. What's coming next, inshallah, is going to be great, so stay tuned.
Thank you, Yahya, and good luck. Simo Bashir, Arabiya News English, Los Angeles.